Hello and welcome to this short video. Today I'm going to be introducing to you the audit for your website, and I'm going to show you just what's involved in this process and what you have. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for purchasing the audit. In this video I'm just going to talk you through and give you an overview of what it is that you have available to you. So the first thing you're going to see, your dashboard is going to look slightly different to mine, but overall what you're going to have is you're going to have dashboard and you're going to have projects. And so if you just select your project, you'll be presented with these icons underneath. You'll see that. And rankings is something which is going to take about 24 hours before this data populates. So it does a lot of research, a lot of crawling across the internet. And so you need to just appreciate that what you might not see anything here when you first log in. And so just come back in a day or two and it will be updated. But this rankings is more of an added value. This isn't the audit itself. I'll get to that in a minute. These are just additional things that go with the audit that I want to give you to help you. So rankings will just search for your search volume. This is basically just saying where are you showing up for each keyword. And for example, as you can see on my website, things to know before creating a website, there's not really a search volume. I can see the link that this relates to. It is this blog post. And if I click here, I can see the live results. So I can actually have a look at where I'm showing up. So if I do this, it's going to open up now in a new window, and it's going to show me where I'm showing up in Google and all of my competition and things that I'm competing with. So this is quite good in terms of seeing where you're ranking organically to things. But if you're new, it may not be anywhere yet. That's not a problem. But any keywords that you gave me, they'll be showing up here. That said, if I move across to analytics and traffic, this is going to show you and give you an overview of all your keywords, which keywords are in the top three, which ones are out of range, where your average position is. And it's just going to give you a quick overview. Also, it's worth noting here that any keywords that are associated to your Google Analytics would also be automatically pulled through into the rankings tab. So that's why I was asking for your Google Analytics to connect that up. The next tab we have here is competitors. Now, if you've given me your competitors, they'll be added here. If you haven't, it is not a problem, because what this audit will do is it will audit the keywords and it will pick up the top 10 competitors for those keywords. So for example, I have manually entered GoDaddy here as a competitor. Now I can also audit GoDaddy, and what this will do is it will show me an overview of how GoDaddy is comparing. So I can have a look at the rankings of GoDaddy, I can see an overview of GoDaddy, I can see all of the things that they're positioning for when this comes through. And so it gives me a lot of information around the competition, where they are, what they're doing, how things are. And so this is a really good way to see just how people are comparing to yourself. If I look at the top 10, this is based on keywords. So if I was to say that I wanted to know things to consider when creating a website, this is going to show me the top 10 companies. It's going to show me their rankings, their backlinks, and give me all of the information about my competition here, which is really good to have. And it will give you a deeper insight into, if I want to know budgeting for a website, all of the articles, which ones are really good. So this one on Forbes is really good, and I can see why. But this is all the information you'll want about your competitors. So that's kind of the competitor and keyword research side of things, which again was the reason I asked for that information, because I don't just believe in giving you an audit. I want to also give you some tools that you can use to help you move forward from the audit. Because having the information is one thing, but acting upon that information is another. And so this is what I'm about to show you now, the online marketing plan, the next step. And so once you've and I'll get to the audit, I'm saving the best till last, but once we've covered the audit, you'll then want to come across to here, and you want to make sure that you go through these different steps. There's 6 steps here, and they cover different areas, and you just want to go through and you want to tick off each one as you do it. And if you're not sure how to do it, then you can click on a how to, and it will show you exactly the things that you need to do. There's different platforms that you can use, the keyword planner on Google, for example, different ranking tools, just things that you can do to help you to optimize your website better. And so this checklist is really just an FYI of all of the things that you should be doing to make sure that you're ranking organically through the search engines. And then that brings us to our final point, which will be the website audit. If you click on a website audit, you'll see this here. This will give you all of your basic information around your website. And then you'll be able to go down and do a basic health check. And this is going to show you all of the immediate things that could be wrong with your website. Now, we don't need to worry too much about these semi-important fixes. What we're really focused on at the moment are the important fixes. These are the ones that will affect your ranking in Google. These are more just advisory notices that you should look at, but they're not that important. These may help you gain a slight competitive edge in Google over rankings with a competitor, but they're not going to harm your overall position really in terms of how Google sees you compared to these important fixes. These are the ones you must look at. So scrolling down, I can see that everything on my health check here is good. There's no important fixes. My page analysis is looking good, so I've corrected any errors that may have been showing up there. But if I keep coming down here, you'll see meta-analysis starts to show just some advisory notices, pages that maybe have an empty description, and I can click on the view URL to the right and it will tell me what these pages are. So all of these pages that it's showing that don't have a description, I could really do with going in and updating. And that's going to be part of my SEO strategy moving forward. Content analysis, I can see here there are 61 pages with no header tag. So I need to have a look at those, go through them one by one and make sure I update them. Also 23 pages with duplicated header tags. So I need to go through those and remove the duplications. So these are all different things that I need to do as I go through. Reduce my server response time. Check out the desktop as well as the mobile. See how the site is showing up. As you can see, it's running a little bit slow at the moment, so I need to just check in on that and find out what's happening. But this is just the audit itself. And the good thing about it is anything that needs to be fixed, it will tell you what those things are and how to fix them. So if I click on this, it tells you what your problems are here, where they're linked from and how to fix them. Okay, so these are all of things, especially in your health check, it will come up with a little how to fix, and you can go through that there. So this is kind of the audit itself. This is what you paid for, was to get this audit, and this is what was important. The online marketing plan was just a bonus, and obviously the competitor and the ranking is something just to be aware of, because I want you to use this not only to overcome any initial challenges, but also to get clear on how to move forward. Don't worry about backlinks and social, that's not something that's available at the moment. It might be something I look to add in the future. But that is everything that you'll need to do your website audit. I hope that helps. I hope that gives you the information. You can log in anytime at audit.onlinemastery.co.uk. Use your login details and that will show you all of the information that's relevant for you. And once a week for the first 4 weeks, so you have a month, it will automatically restart the audit for you. So it will actually, you've not just got one audit, you effectively have 4 audits. So the first one would have been done now, and so what will happen then is a week's time, so in 7 days, it will do the next audit, and it will do it 4 times for you automatically so that you can see any progress that's being made. And after that, after the 4 weeks, you'll still have access, it's just it won't keep running audits for you. So that is just something for you to consider, to look at. If you have any questions at all, please get in touch, let me know, info@onlinemastery.co.uk. Apart from that, have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you in Google.